I love this book. Okay, so this is Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. I've seen this numerous times at, oh, there's all my lipstick swatches. I've seen this numerous times at Costco. It used to be, you know, at Borders or Barnes & Noble. This was out, I'm trying to remember when it was published. It was published in 2006, so it's been out for quite a while, and the movie comes out in April with Reese Witherspoon and Robert Pattinson with his Twilight hair. I'm so excited for the movie. I know it will probably not be as good as the book, but the book was just so good. I read this in 3 nights. I could not put it down. I was staying up till like 2 in the morning reading. Love this book. I cannot recommend it enough. Okay, so basic story. This kid's in college. He's at Cornell. His parents die within the first chapter or 2 of the book. And he doesn't know what to do. He realizes his parents had put him through school with their money that they mortgaged the house for, and so therefore they didn't own their home, and so when they pass away, they leave him nothing because they put all their money into his education, and he's just devastated, and so he decides to run away. So he jumps on a train and realizes he jumped on a circus train and that there must be some meaning for that, and so they decide, since he was studying veterinary medicine and only had his final exams to go, so basically he was, you know, going to be a vet, and he missed his finals because he was so distraught. The circus is like, oh, we don't care that you didn't graduate from Cornell. You're still a Cornell-educated, you know, Ivy League veteran, so we're going to keep you on with the circus, because we need you. And plus it makes them look prestigious. So the story flashes back between present day and the 30s when the circus took place, and at this point the main character, can't remember his name. Jacob's his name. So the main character, Jacob, is 90 or 93 because he can't remember which, and so he refers to that all the time. But he is in a old people's home, and the story kind of goes back and forth, focuses more on the 30s, but it does flash back every now, or flash forward, I guess, you know, from present to flashbacks. It's mostly in the flashbacks in the 30s, but he does mention every now and then that he's in the rest home and like dealing with the nurses and having these memories and what his life is like currently, although it does not have the scary, creepy ending like Notebook. Notebook was sad. It wasn't creepy, but, you know, it doesn't have the tragic ending. It had, like, a very uplifting ending. I won't ruin it for you. But I can tell from the movie they're going to also be doing the old man thinking back on his past, which I like that they're staying true to the format of the book. So I thought that was really well done. So it gives you kind of a sense of where he's at and where things went. Although, like the Notebook, they keep you guessing as to what happened to the romance, which I liked. And it starts off with a prologue. So it has this day at the circus where things are crazy and something dramatic happens and you're like, holy crap, what were they talking about? And I don't think they give it away in the prologue. Yeah. So it talks about this she in the prologue and what she does that's really crazy. And so you're waiting for it the whole story, and then when you find out what happens at the end, it kind of blows your mind. You're like, oh, I wasn't kind of expecting that. The characters in this are super, like, vivid, rich. You really get to know Jacob. You get to know his love interest. You really get a good feel for the antagonist of the story. There are other people he meets along the way that he befriends that are also very well developed. It has humor in it, conflict, excitement, pretty much just everything you could want. There was one part in this with lemonade. Oh my god, I laughed out loud. I scared my husband. We were reading in bed and he's like, what are you laughing at? I was like, oh my god, it's so funny, the lemonade. And So it has a really vivid history of the circus industry in the 30s. So it talks about how the circus performers travel and what they did and their competition, and really kind of a unique look at how things were set up, the relationship between the performers versus the working men of the circus versus the customers. So that was all really fascinating. It deals with some of the health problems of that time. Just everything in this was, so good. And there was a couple things that I didn't understand. In the modern day, when he's an old man, it doesn't really describe very well what the situation is with his children. He says that they come and visit him, but he can never remember whose turn it is or whatever, and they put him in the home, and I kind of would have wanted more background on that. I also wanted more background on the female character and where she came from. Bug in here. I wanted to know more about her past, other than just her marriage to the bad guy. So there was some things that I kind of wanted more elaboration, but just, it was one of those books that you like start reading and you're like, oh, this is gonna be good. And it was, and it didn't disappoint. And like I said, the ending was very uplifting and fitting and exciting. So I just can't say enough good things about this. There's pictures in here, so you also get a visual representation of what was going on in the circus. These are all from, I think, the Ringling Circus Museum. But yeah, just a really neat story. I can't wait for the movie. I just think it's going to be so neat. It has romance and adventure and everything about it. Okay. So if you have any questions on this, let me know. If you've read it, let me know. As always, when you guys recommend books to me, I totally appreciate it. I put them on my list, and you'll probably see them in an upcoming video. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like books. Subscribe if you like makeup. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.